Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for the crypto neo news, education, and opportunities. My name is Lucas.
My name is Ryan.
And we're going to talk about some amazing opportunities to get you prepared. If you've been following us for a while, then you've probably already benefited from several airdrops. Congratulations. This is a continuation of and an actual tutorial walkthrough. We're actually going to show you with a live example of what you can do to prepare yourself and all the tips, all the ins and outs of how to best maximize your airdrop potential. Now, we do cover the IBC, which we're huge fans of, the interoperability, the decentralization, what it represents for the future of blockchain and the applications built. But that being said, one of our favorite and what we will maintain being a hub for, if you're interested in knowing about Secret Network and the secret updates, whether it comes to NFTs or other applications being built and opportunities, because of that privacy by default nature to smart contracts and what that represents as an evolution of the technology, we are adamant about staying on top of that and sharing those updates with you. And so if you like that kind of stuff, obviously hit the notification bells, subscription button, what is it, the like, all that stuff. And this is not commercial, legal, financial, medical advice. It's just educational, entertainment information. We're sharing our research. We've been in crypto for a few years. We met studying economics, finance a few years before that, and we make mistakes. Sometimes we make them together, and we learn and we share that, and we learn and grow, and we're sharing that perspective with you. But do your own research, be your own bank all the time. We still make mistakes and learn and grow.
Yes. And before we jump into the airdrop tutorial, just wanted to give a shout out to one of our favorite NFT platforms, projects, Clandestina. They had a really successful launch this morning. If you were lucky enough to get one of the 420, you're fortunate because it took 4 minutes for them to sell out. So congratulations if you're one of the crew. If not, keep following. There will be more opportunities like that coming. So it's not the last, but yeah, big congrats to the Clandestina community. This was a fun morning for all of us.
Yeah, congratulations. It was like you said, under 4 minutes. There were 390 available. 30 more will be dropped in special gifts. There's some will be dropped on April 20th. So stay tuned, stay abreast for opportunities for that. And there is another, the Midnight Teddy Club. We have some whitelists that we'll be giving away in a competition for that. So if you like whitelist opportunities and free crypto, follow on Twitter as well at @wise_Bitcoin. All of those links are in the description. Now, look, if you're new and you're saying, I want to participate and get involved, but I'm new to the IBC, new to DeFi, we actually have a playlist, how to start crypto journey, your secret crypto journey, Kepler wallet, receiving, sending, staking, which we're going to talk about, but that's one of the key elements. But when you stake, you earn passive rewards that you can compound if you choose, but still 27% annual without compound. So not bad.
Yeah, I mean that's huge in the game, in the world of 0% interest rates and CDs that don't pay even 1%. Yeah, that's amazing for sure.
It tells someone that they without an intermediary from their own phone or computer can take that 27% annual rate and they can compound it. They can claim it and compound it every week, every 2 weeks. Depending upon,
they can even reinvest it and purchase other IBC tokens or other crypto projects,
they can immediately take it, like you said, and they can, we're going to talk about certain ways to do that. So we've got airdrops, how to get started. Staking, you pick validators when you stake, and we've got tutorials on that. We have secret NFTs. Look, the NFTs on Secret Network are completely different than NFTs you'll find on any other blockchain, any other fork of Ethereum. They cannot copy, fork it because of the privacy utility. You can do things that just can't be done. And not just NFTs, but we're going to talk about private messaging, mail, and real world applications that are being built with utility that people have demand for. And it's not just in theory. You're not investing in an idea. You're actually you're putting energy into something that's already functioning, working, part of a thriving ecosystem.
Oh yeah, let's highlight the fact that it is part of a thriving ecosystem, one that is not linked together by intermediaries, right? You don't need to go to an exchange, for example, to move from Osmosis to Cosmos, or to move from Terra to secret, you literally can interact from chain to chain because of the IBC and the way it's built on a unique architecture that makes these separate blockchains. It brings them into communication with each other very easily. And if you're used to Ethereum and the EVM world, and you step into the IBC, it's a little bit like stepping into the future, right? Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And like you said, these are each individual blockchains. So when you start to do your own research, Terra Luna is the largest decentralized stable coin. They have over 10 billion UST, as well as protocols built on Terra, Anchor Protocol, Terra Swap, Astroport. So there are airdrops, and it's its whole ecosystem. Same with Osmosis, Cosmos, same with Secret Network. We're going to go into that in more detail, because today is the big news and opportunity, if you haven't told by the title and thumbnail, is how to best prepare you for Secret Network airdrops. We have absolute right out of the co-founders and co-founders' mouths what you can do to prepare yourself. And straight up, the founders of many of these chains have said, and right at Q3, Q4 of 2021, saying, if you start supporting the growth of the IBC, you will qualify for airdrops. And it's already happened. I mean, in the last couple of months, we've seen people earn tens of thousands of dollars for staking less than $1,000 on Juno, on Osmosis, for just staking Atom. If you took that original airdrop and just restaked it in different protocols, you're talking about hundreds of dollars turning into tens of thousands of dollars in an ecosystem where each one of these chains have their own value and use case. Akash, decentralized web services; Sentinel, decentralized VPN; Stargaze, the cross-chain NFT for the IBC; and then Secret, privacy for all of these blockchains. And as EVM comes in and ports into the IBC, you're going to start having that privacy layer one start to benefit. They're already creating Shinobi protocol. We did a video, which is Bitcoin porting over one for one into Secret. So you'll be able to take Bitcoin without a third-party intermediary and bring it from its native chain onto Secret Network and support different DeFi protocols, or just hodl it and exchange it without the whole world or anyone being able to look on a public ledger. So it seems like this is, where you feel like this is like the future of blockchain.
Very much so. Yes. And even going into like the innovations in the stablecoin space, right? I mean, we can imagine people bringing their DAI and their USDC and their Tether over and trading it out for Silk,
of course,
to take advantage of the privacy inherent in that. So yeah, I mean, it's really an untapped and developing, but untapped and unslept on part of the blockchain world. And I do think this will be the future. Yes.
You just made me think about it. And I kind of said it, but I never thought about it in that way. And that's why I love it when we just kind of banter. So that really is the future. You can think of this as what the Ethereum was to Bitcoin. This is that to crypto, because so much value in applications, they're going to want to port over to Secret to actually be used. Like, okay, we tested it out over here. Now you see it functions. We've got, we've got a proving ground. Now let's bring it over here where we can maintain that utility and that product, that service, while having that built-in, no third party layer of privacy.
And with the efficiency of the fact that the blockchain is so lean, I mean, transaction fees and gas fees are not even, it's so small that when you're used to the Ethereum space, that you don't even really think about it. It's an afterthought. It's pennies. And yeah, I feel like the IBC is the shot in the arm that the EVM crypto, Ethereum world needed, just to be able to make it workable, really.
Right. That's a good point, because think about how many the DAO, how many forks, how many AMMs and DEXs that you don't need. I mean, now with Pulse, with Hex and Pulse X coming out, you don't need any more EVMs. I think at that point, the EVM model and the speed and utility is going to be there. And it may be Pulse, may be the port, Pulse X, and that may be PulseChain, may be the EVM port that streamlines the most value and most adoption. Wouldn't that be something? And
It could be.
I wouldn't be surprised, but there will be some bridges that come over to the IBC. And they're going to, like you said, that's going to bring the most excitement, because now all that pent up value and demand, not only can they bring privacy, but they can engage, they can bring that value into protocols that exist that are connected to a new ecosystem, Osmosis,
That's right.
Osmos, Lunaterra, Juicy, Sommelier, Sentinel, and all these Stargaze, all these really, really neat, beautiful projects, Juno, hello, and just amazing more airdrops to come. So IBC.
So let's get into that. Let's talk about how you can position yourself for the next wave of airdrops.
Okay. Now, can you say that although this is not financial advice in any way, but crypto blockchain 101 wisdom, and I can't say I'm willing to bet anything, but I'm really very adamant about it, that I'm going to be doing this openly myself in as many ways possible. And, I'll go down with this ship if it happens, but I feel very comfortable that when the co-founders, the founder, who you're talking about, Secret Network is not some fly-by-night, it's a blockchain that Supernova, they just integrated to the IBC.
Right.
They've been working for years, starting from the ICO phase, and Tor and Guy have a history of recognizing the need for privacy and taking the painstaking time to build this out and create it in a way that would, bring value to worldwide use and adoption. Even the program itself is very focused on opening to members worldwide and getting them to outreach.
So these hints are coming from trusted sources, is what you're saying.
I mean, right here, and I recommend going to Twitter. If you don't follow me, no offense taken. If you're like, I want to go straight to the mouth, then you can. However, I will say that he's busy building stuff, and there's often times where I'm dropping things in the community that these guys don't have time to talk about, because they're actually building the stuff that we're using, and that's important, right? Because there's nothing to talk about if you're not building anything, and they are building. But when they take the time to tweet and say airdrops are coming at little $ symbol SCRT, well, SCRT is blockchain language for secret. The dollar symbol is like saying secret token. I'm just breaking down Twitter language.
Sure.
Get a Twitter account. Airdrops means secret tokens coming out of just the blockchain.
Out of the ether. Yeah, right.
Like you said. And then, and now I want to make it a point. Nothing in life comes for free. And there was a great thread on this. I should have it pulled up, but I don't. Someone can link it, and I'll add to the description. But it talks about, many people talk about airdrops are free money, and they're not free money. You'll find that in order to earn airdrops, often they don't come to whales who are on centralized exchanges, who have no idea, they don't own the keys, and they're not involved with their wallets. And we're going to go through how to maximize these airdrops that they're dropping hints. We're going to drop some hints and walk you through to make sure you maximize. We're going to make sure you maximize your airdrops for this. But
yeah, they require a cost, right? It's not free. You have to do something. You have to have money invested. You have to commit that money, and then you have to participate in various ways.
That's right. So here's one. So you have Guy coming out right now and saying, look right here. Oops, stay there. Founder and CEO at Secret Labs, founding OG of Secret Network, building a web of privacy, MIT. Okay.
I guess, did he go to the MIT blockchain course? I guess that's what that's referencing. Or maybe he just is an MIT grad separate deal.
I think MIT grad. I think he and Tor are MIT grads.
Well, yeah, I know Gensler taught a course at MIT on blockchain and DeFi.
So we'll find out.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think they're MIT, but either way, they have
Smart
a strong
guys.
technology background. Okay.
Yes.
From a place that starts with M. Okay. Like, that's a big deal. Okay. Yeah. Right. So he's not the only one though. Okay. I have another tweet right here. Now this is me, right? This is me at wise_Bitcoin. I'm dropping whitelists and opportunities and crypto giveaways to show the love, because that's what this whole thing was created, was a way to research, reach out to founders and developers and projects so that we can find out what's happening. And if we can take that information or opportunities, there's some of them are saying, thank you for helping. We'll give some whitelists, and we're taking those opportunities and just turning around and saying, boom, let's give it,
spreading them out,
spread it out to people who join and support the education outreach efforts. We're not saying, hey, family, hey, friends, you guys want to watch? That's ridiculous. You know, as everyone knows, this is a community built on people who are passionate and driven, and we're a decentralized family of people who speak the same language. So it benefits us more to say who's out there, who's involved, just like the way they're giving these airdrops, who's you know, adding value and participating. This
tweet is not cryptic. It's very clear what he's saying. This is the time to stake. You know, it's he's highlighting the urgency here for sure.
Yeah, he says, if you aren't staking any secret, I'd sure as heck start now, right?
Yeah,
and that's about right. I feel that vibe. It's saying, you guys, this is a time to prepare. And I've heard that there's some hardware coming, something about hardware, you know, as this network develops. So the IBC secret network and the IBC together are scaling out, and this is still very, very in the early days. Oops. What was I going to do?
Well, let's stake some secret.
Let's stake some. Well, we're not going to stake secret, but it's 24.
Or just show how to, right? How to do that.
We're going to show
and where to go.
I already have a video on it, so they can watch our video. Literally have a video on validator staking. So if you want to learn how to do it, we'll do it. It's simple, but what we're going to do is what you just said. Okay, you made a great point. Let's talk about that first. The first thing you do when you have secret is you have it sent to your wallet. You copy that address wherever you have it sent to your wallet. We've got a video on that if you don't know how to send Web 3.0 wallets, and you've got a balance. Oh, what the heck? You know what? These fees are so cheap. Let's just do an example, right, brother? Let's do it. 1.15 secret. And how much is there to claim 0.08? I bet you it's worth it to claim 0.08 on secret.
Oh yeah, you'll get something.
Let's see, 0.006. Sure. So even with 0.08 secret, which was at 4 cents, 40 cents, maybe it's 40 cents. 40 cents. A lot. I think it's 40 cents. 40 cents, it's worth it. You're able to compound 40 cents and it's worth it. It's okay. So now 1 point, it's already shown up. It happens that fast. And to keep it simple, and we may, Chain of Secrets reached out. They liked our validator video. Wait to hear back, but they said, hey, we have a lot more educational content. Would you guys like to exclusively share that from us? And we would like to donate to your outreach efforts. We are not sponsored. None of our content sponsored. We only talk about the projects that we like and that we support and that we're involved with. So if someone from a project that we support and are involved with reaches out and says, we want to support you and you're supporting us in the network and the community, then donation address is down below. As we say, if this benefits you, and you're like, after the massive airdrops you received, you're like, you know what, straight up, Lucas, Ryan, those cats taking the time to post a video and tell us all the details, maximize those airdrops. Yes, please. Thank you. Can I have another? Yes, you will, because we're going to do more videos, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right.
You're getting regardless, and you can pay it forward, and we will absolutely pay it forward to each other. I'll send some to you. You send some to me.
Indeed.
Okay. No, we have giveaways all the time, and now we just claimed it. So let's do it
now. So you'd go to manage, delegate, and then you type in the balance that you want to send to the validator.
We'll just do a full secret.
Yeah. Always leave something for gas in the wallet. I would leave enough for a few transactions of, just to make sure.
Yes. Hey, look, maybe we'll earn a CFI airdrop, and we'll talk later on what you can do with CFI, because now they've got the new Infinity Pool, which we'll be doing a video solely on that and going through examples. Today we'll be talking about it. Stay tuned for tutorials on each one. And that just happened.
Yeah. So now we have 12. It was 11. Now it's 12. But that's the first step, right? Stake your secret. But there's really something else that kind of gets overlooked often when you're talking about airdrops, right? And this is something that's unique to the fair drop model that we've been seeing, that what Osmosis kind of got going, or was one of the early developers of this model.
Totally.
And one of the things that that's unique about fair drops is that there are you would almost think of like missions that you can engage in, and every airdrop's unique in terms of what they require of you, and some are more clear about that. But in order to position yourself in the best place to get the fullest advantage, you also want to participate in the governance of these projects. And if you are staking, voting on a governance proposal is another big and important action, every bit as important as staking.
Huge.
So we're going to click on the governance tab here.
And
you can get.
I was about to get past it. I'm glad you brought that up. Number 2, staking is number 1. Number 2 is engage and participate, not just by locking funds up in DeFi, but actually voting. And in your Kepler wallet, you will see a place right here where it says governance, and you can click on governance. So good looking out, brother. That's it.
Now, one thing I'll mention is that there's not always an open proposal. We just happened to have done some prior research. We knew this was open, but as you can see below on proposal 71, if it's passed there and the voting period is over with, you might have to wait a few days. Usually there's a new proposal every week or a few days. So just keep checking back. But that's something to think about, is that don't forget that just staking is the first step, but you also want to make sure to vote on a proposal.
Speaking of voting on proposals, you can read the descriptions of these proposals so you know what you're voting on. This is a community curated bounty list, and you are welcome to read the details of what they're trying to do, a launch pad to promote network growth, to stimulate ideas, and to fund great ideas that are going to be built on the blockchain. So it talks about the requirements, proof of concept available within a month of full-time development, no projects. There's a
faucet.
There's a faucet.
Yeah, if you read further down, included, there'll be a secret faucet.
Yes, with the IBC upgrade. There are many things happening. A bridge with the Solana ecosystem. Hello.
Huge. That's huge.
That's huge. Alpha
Maybe some of those Sol owners will be able to use their Solana now without having to wonder about, is it up? Is it down? Just bring it right over.
You know what, but as we mentioned earlier, the reality is that eventually more people are going to talk about it because it's the only thing that makes sense. Unless the whole black swan event happens and IBC and C goes down, which could happen, and I'll laugh and say that that's life. I'll play some Frank Sinatra on full blast, and that's life, because that is life. You don't know. Mm-hmm. But somebody else will build a privacy layer 1, because that is what's necessary for these smart contract applications to be practical. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well then that's fine. But then whatever the flaw was, let it fix it, and then let it then be built. So
exactly. So yes, the governance part. What's the third important point we want to get at here, but beyond staking, beyond voting?
I need to go back. Here we go, and vote on it. Click vote. Yes. And going to vote on it. Now, I think that we just read the Solana bridge right there as we go through this. Talk about alfalfa. If you're hungry for some news before news, how about something that's just gone into the voting stage, hasn't even happened yet? That's how early it is. We're going to vote. We're going to participate. And if this goes through, now we might have to bump up the gas fees to 3 pennies. It happened.
Nope, I think you did it.
I think so. We are good. So I saw that it was 62%. We'll see a refresh, 63, 62.99. It's about to be 63 with that vote. They just need to kick it up a little bit. And 60, looks like it's going to pass. And if it passes, there are projects working to build a Solana bridge. It's not happening maybe this quarter, maybe not even next quarter, but that you have the developers, that you have the funding, that you have the energy being built to make that happen is
huge.
Finance terms. If there was an animal that you would use to describe this activity, which would it be?
That would be the bull.
All right. That's the bull. I agree. I think so. That's the animal that I was thinking of too. That's how we just see that? It's because we've known each other for so long, brother.
That's right.
Out of all the animals in the animal kingdom, you said bull. I was thinking bull. If you're watching this and you were thinking bull too, then look, we're vibing. That's how that works. Okay. So beyond number 2 is voting. Number 3, and I'm going to split these up because I think DeFi supporting should be 1 for on-chain and then 4 for off-chain.
Yeah, that's right. Because it's not just on in the wallet native staking that's important, but there's also AMMs and DEXs that need liquidity. Is that correct?
Yeah. And I would say that I would categorize 3 as if you were going to do an LP first, do an LP on secret network, support secret swap, Sienna swap, practice, get it, just learn what it's like. We have videos on this. I'm not going to provide LP right now. Bless.
We've done videos. You can refer.
Yeah. We're going to get to it. This is about airdrops, telling you how to do it. Come find a pool. And what's cool about the latest pools, if you watch a video that we have coming out, we've talked about already, the latest infinity pool. And this just came out, just launched, where you can take your CFI, your native secret finance, secret swap, token, governance token. You can stake it. There's only a 10-day unbonding period, and you're earning a reward in alter and in secret finance, dual rewards on one side of stake. So you're earning rewards on what you stake. You're adding value to the community, right? Every time you lock funds up in these decentralized financial protocols, you're helping decentralized finance exist. If everyone in the network, said, oh, you know what? I'm just going to take a little bit more and put it into Secret Swap today, or Sienna Swap, or this or that, then DeFi would continue to grow and grow as a community.
Well, also, I think it's important to mention to people that, when you go to a decentralized exchange and you want to swap from one token to another, if there's not a pool of liquidity that's been provided by the other users, then it's not going to happen, right? There's not going to be a way for you to swap. So the whole idea of decentralization requires the users to supply liquidity, right? Because you're not turning to a centralized corporation that's got investments and bonds that they've sold to raise funding, to put to stake, to provide the liquidity themselves so they can make profit, right? That's not the model. It's a decentralized, bottom up, crowdsourced model where we're swapping between each other without an intermediary. Well, that's going to require some pool of liquidity, right, in order to make those trades. So this decentralized exchange requires participation, and it's going to reward those who participate. So it's just in case you were unclear about what providing liquidity actually accomplishes, it makes DeFi possible.
Absolutely. And look at this. Secret altar. Hello. I know we need to hurry up and cut this video and start getting back to work.
That's right.
Sharing alfalfa so much, you need time to plant seeds and other things as well. So there are some great opportunities to lock up some value.
Now, would we want to direct people to the single-sided stakes, or do we want to direct them to the liquidity pools?
I would direct to Secret Altar right now. Look at that. Look at Alter USD, Secret Altar. Altar is one of the most leading developed projects in all of blockchain and crypto. It's one of those things here. It's like, wait a minute, you mean it's already functioning? Your keys, your message service coming out with chat and other things, like, yeah, not just an idea. It exists. You can get an account. In fact, another alpha drop, we may have an opportunity to give away a 1-year all paid pro membership. So if you like that kind of stuff,
that video is coming soon.
You know what to do. Drop some love, and let's see. Yeah, I would do that. I would also go to Secret, me personally, privately, and I need to get back in the groove. Secret and CFI, because of the new one. Because that's helping people get into the major two, just the most active ones. Now look, you've got stable coin pools as well. You've got Wrap Bitcoin, Shinobi's coming. I can imagine cool stuff. You've got other IBC coming out, and you can see rewards there. So if you're providing liquidity on Secret Swap, number 3 is going to Secret Swap. Going to Sienna Swap is the same way, to half and half, split what you have, and you can check out.
And you can provide liquidity on Sienna Swap as well.
Oh, I had it there. Here we go. Sienna is their token. You can do Sienna Secret. You can check out the rewards paid Sienna. Sienna is highly deflationary. Every time you do a swap, Sienna gets burnt. And there are some other amazing protocols being launched and things happening, lending stuff going on with Sienna. So stay tuned. You know, really, it's early. If it was a plant coming up, I would say it just had maybe its first couple leaf shoots.
Right.
It's not even bearing ripe fruit yet. That's how early. Not that they don't have functioning protocols and the roots aren't existing and developed. And
It's just super early.
Just super early. It's super early.
And we want to wrap it up with by pointing to the newly launched pools on Juno Swap, right? For Secret. There's a Juno Secret.
We did a video, yes.
Pools.
So another example, exactly right. Now Juno Swap just gave a huge bonus to people who voted, and I recommend, just like we showed you with Kepler, with Osmosis, with Juno, you want to make sure that you are voting on the governance proposals as well as provide liquidity. But just like we showed, the fourth thing you can do, a major move, is provide liquidity in the secret pool of these ecosystems. And I would say the same thing if you're in Luna, or if you're in Atom, or Osmo, the others. If you're taking some of what you have and you're providing liquidity, what's beautiful, IBC, it's all about decentralized protocols, decentralization, and DeFi is about everyone pitching in and putting some together. It's not centralized. It's not whale funded. It's not VC funded. This is the original DAO are the people that make it up.
Right.
You stake here.
So
DAO.
Juno Swap. There's been some awesome airdrops lately on connected to this exchange and on Juno generally. So yeah, I think this would be a good place to put your money. There's no doubt more coming.
We did a video on it.
We did a video on it. Yep.
Called Raw.
That's right. So this is great because this kind of gets you a foot in both camps, right? You're set up for secret drops. You're getting set up for raw drops, and there's others that we don't even aware of.
No, that's true. That's absolutely true. And that, it's raining. When it rains, you can talk about the rain in front of you and you can't call out all the raindrops, but you can't even talk about the rain behind you. And that's what's happening with the airdrops in the IBC ecosystem. So it's a beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very exciting place to be in crypto right now.
The other one was Osmosis. They have a secret pool. Secret Osmo is popular, I would say, on this. Although pool is 24 million liquidity. I want to scroll down and see if we can find Secret Atom. And I'm just curious to know if it exists, which I'm pretty sure it will. Here we go. Of course.
There it is.
13 million. So about half as much. So still a pretty good chunk. But the bigger one is Secret Atom. And there are your opportunities. Osmosis. We'll leave all links below. Juno Swap, Osmosis, Secret Sienna. You've got the video on the Kepler. We will leave the links to the tweets so you can follow Guy and Tor. In fact, I'm not even going to leave mine. You don't need to listen to me. You heard enough of me. I already have my link below too. So you got that. I'm going to click over here straight to Tor Bear's tweet. That way you have his Twitter tweet and you can follow him. Okay.
Very cool.
And you can even tell him.
We sent you.
Say, WBB might be pointing people in the right direction.
Could be.
There you go.
That's what we're here to do.
Or the left.
Yeah.
Wherever you are.
Right.
Because you never know. That's what I love about this Twitter. It's just so much fun. I read so many fun memes. And look at that. All right. Look at that.
We've had some memes in the works we were discussing this morning too.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have to save those. We can't disclose those. We're working on those. Look, these are people waiting for the airdrops. This is you. This is who's watching.
This is us.
This is us. All right. Well, I'm not that angry, so I'll remove that. I should be ready to rock. But for the most part, everyone's on alert, and we'll leave this tweet. You can let people know. Join the feed. Put a meme in here. Tell you what, if you want, put a meme and tag us. And something really cool about what you're excited about joining the secret ecosystem. And we're going to come up with another prize, because I just love giving away secret and finding ways to give back. So that's one of the cool things about you'll find about the IBC ecosystem in general. One of our first experiences, what you'll find not just in secret, but in IBC, is that although secret's very close knit because of the Privacy Foundation, you find that the community is made up of people that are very, even though they're decentralized, they're very close knit, and they support each other, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just not a huge community, but people who are a part of it are loyalists. They're loyal to it, and they're fans. It's more than just it's a creative community. And it's more than just another project to just ape into because it's hype. The people who are involved tend to have a belief in the ethos and in the mission, right?
That's it. And I'm looking at some funny memes right now. So this is incredible times right now. Get ready to rock. Hey, we'll get a contest going, so that way, not only will you get airdrops, but you're going to get something from us too. You're going to get a gift from us, because it's all about outreach and spreading the love and spreading the education. So be ready for an announcement on ways you can take this post and pump it up and add a comment and tag us with some creative threads and or memes. And let's get the message out on how we can promote privacy on the blockchain.
Yeah, it's kind of important.
Kind of important. And we'll leave it at that. And I think we covered the airdrops on secret. You're pretty much ready to rock and roll. We'll timestamp it below as always. And until the next time, let me come back up here where I see everybody better. All right, can I see you better now? Yeah, okay, there we go. Until the next time, have a beautiful day, and namaste.
Thank you.
Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin for an encore edition. One thing we forgot to mention to add to the list, we talked about it before the video and realized afterwards that on Stashh, another potential opportunity with these airdrops is that Stashh is potentially looking at a use case, a utility for having their own token. If they can create a reason for a use case that will add value to the network and to the Stashh marketplace, then they will potentially be offering a Stashh airdrop in the way you would participate. Of course, we have it in our playlists, in our DeFi tutorials and explainers, and our secret crypto journey. But there is well, shucks, let's go right to it. And it won't be the first video. The first video will be how to swap. There we go. You see it on the right? How to use Stashh marketplace, buy, transfer, the whole thing. So it walks you through it. And the idea is that if you use it, proof of participation is what it's called, providing liquidity, staking, voting, engaging and participating is one of the best ways to potentially maximize your airdrop rewards. Okay, so having let that out, now it's a complete top 5 things can do: staking, voting, providing liquidity on secret network, providing liquidity on another IBC chain, and Stashh NFT marketplace. There's your top 5. Till the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.